Welcome back to TokyoCheapo. I'm your host today, Sarah, and you'd be mistaken in thinking that Tokyo is only a modern city with neon lights, robot waiters, and an amazing transportation system, because there are so many traditional things you can experience here as well. And we're going to show you what you can do, starting off with sumo. Japan's Grand Sumo tournaments are held 6 times a year, and 3 of them take place in Tokyo. Maybe you planned your visit around one of these tournaments, or maybe you didn't. Fortunately, there are still a few ways you can see sumo wrestlers in action, like visiting a morning sumo practice session at one of Tokyo's sumo stables, the facilities where wrestlers live and train. We visited Tatsunami stable, which is about a 20-minute walk from Asakusa Station. The practice session starts at 8:30 a.m. sharp. Make sure to not be late, as you may not be allowed in after training begins. The tour does have English support, where an interpreter will provide information about the history of sumo wrestling, the current events of the sumo world, upcoming championships, and a rundown of the rules and details of the training in real time through an earpiece. It's pretty crazy to be able to see the training of this 1,500-year-old sport. Watching a training session may not sound as good as watching a tournament, but you won't be disappointed. These sumo wrestlers do not hold back. We also had the chance to ask Oyakata a few questions.
やっぱりある程度の体格も必要だし、やる気ですよね。やる気があるかないか。無理やりね、連れてきたって、やっぱり強くはならないわけだし、やめてしまうしね、すぐやめられても困るわけです。同じことを繰り返しですから、飽きるしね。一生懸命やるね、100回と、だらだらやっても100回、力を抜いてやっても100回に同じ100回だけども、やっぱり強くなろうと思ってやるっていうことが大事。いやまあやっぱり勝つことじゃないですか。そういう勝ってる姿をね、もう親とか応援してくれる人に見せられるということじゃないですかね。で、出世するってことがやっぱり力士にとって重量になるっていうことが一番の目標だし、そうなるとやってよかったなと思うでしょうし、力士はね。
If you're looking to have a really authentic sake experience in Tokyo, look no further. I've come to Hasegawa Eiga brewery here in Roppongi. This is insanely beautiful. The moment you walk in, you're greeted by a waterfall on the wall, as well as very wabi-sabi feeling. You're taken into this Japanese style room. We have a tatami floor, we have ikebana, and then the table is set, and you've got a fleet of sake, because I'm going to be trying some of the best sake in Japan, and I cannot wait. So let's enjoy a very intimate sake tasting experience together today.
This is a Japanese traditional cuisine style, and it is called Hasen. Hasen is cooked in kaiseki cuisine that consists of seasoned appetizer designed to pair with sake.
Just have my first cup of sake here, and I've learned that there's 2 different types of sake, which I'll explain once I take my first sip. Kanpai. Ooh, that is delicious.
So this is Junmai Daiginjo Eiga, aiming for the balance of rich and smooth.
Yes, it's so smooth. And if you don't know much about sake, it's a Japanese rice wine that's made from fermented rice, and the process is quite long. And I've learned today that the sake that we're tasting, there's 2 different types. One is called Eiga, which I'm drinking at the moment, and it's made completely by humans, the whole process. Whereas the second type is Hasegawa, and it's made using machinery, which is very amazing that they're still having the human process as a part of it. So you can enjoy both types, the modern and I guess the traditional. One really unique thing about this experience is that with the tasting, as it goes, each cup is different, and the shape has a really important purpose for enjoying the experience. When you come here, depending on the season, the menu will be completely different. And right now, our menu is as follows, and it's been made by chefs located in Ginza, so they've specially brought the food out for us. Incredible. And I also let them know I can't have seafood, so if you have any dietary requirements, let them know in advance, and hopefully they can accommodate you. Okay, so this is a water shield junsai in plum vinegar and edible flowers. I mean, look at the presentation here. This is so stunning. Wow, I don't even know how to explain this. The flowers have that floral scent. And then kind of chewy. Does definitely complement the sake. So that's the great thing about this experience. All the food, the menu is created in order to have that harmony of the Japanese food and the obviously Japanese alcohol. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is going fast. I'm excited, but also nervous. I'm gonna get really tipsy, so bear with me. So right now, there are so many things on this plate. There's even momiji leaves, it's beautiful. And there's a vegetarian sushi?
There's a sushi, yeah.
Wow.
The top right one is asparagus sushi roll.
This is a very unique sushi experience. じゃあ、いただきます。This is so good. Wow. Can normal sushi restaurants start serving that? Asparagus and sushi? Such a good combination.
Second sake is table sake.
Table sake?
Table sake.
What does that mean?
Second sake goes well with beef, pizza, pasta.
Pizza?
Yes.
We can have sake and pizza?
Yeah.
Whoa, Friday night pizza's now sake night. So every bite, I have to take a new sip of sake. The second menu has come out, and if you're looking for a proper sake experience, don't get 1 cup sake, the konbini sake. That is like $1. You gotta come here because this is value. He keeps filling up my sake. I've like made some progress and he's like, here's some more. So you'll definitely get a really great, authentic experience that will leave you wanting more. Unlike the konbini. Don't do it wrong. Do it like I am right now.
This is what drink number 8, 7?
I don't know. I'm feeling it. The Nihon shoe is in the shoe of the Nihon of me. So this is a persimmon and cheese fromage. Persimmon is a very popular fruit here in Japan and it's seasonal, so I'm excited to give it a go with cheese. It's a great combination because the sake I just had is a fruitier sake, so it pairs well with the fruity side dish. I'm gonna be honest, I'm usually a picky eater, but everything here is so tasty and I have so much trust in the menu because every bite has been amazing. I also asked them if they accommodate to vegans and they do, so that's really great. This brewery located in Himeji, Hyogo is called Yaegaki Brewery and they've been around for over 350 years, so you can trust that they know what they're doing. If you haven't had too much sake in your life, you'll probably not be too informed about it, so the different percentages, which I was a bit shocked when he's like, this is 50%. It's not the alcohol percentage. It is often referring to the rice polishing ratio. And so you can see here, they've got like a few samples of the percentages. So this is 30%, this is just brown rice. And then we also have a third one, thank you, 60%. Depending on how much is polished, the rice, it's hitting me. Depending on how much is polished, the sake flavor changes quite a bit and determines how high grade it is. So if you ever need to try sake, especially when you come here, Junmai Daiginjo, you can't go wrong. It's the high grade. Unlike the 1 cup. 1 cup is the worst. When you go into a restaurant here, don't ask for sake. It's Nihonshu because sake in Japanese just is a broad term for alcohol. So keep that in mind when you're trying to get your Japanese rice wine in Japan. I'm gonna finish off all my sake here and head off to the next location. See you there soon. Kintsugi is the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery by mending the areas of breakage with lacquer dusted or mixed with powdered gold or silver, and this place in Tokyo gives you the chance to try it out for yourself. In this 1-hour Kintsugi workshop, you'll learn the delicate art of gold repair and create your very own unique souvenir to take home. This experience in Tokyo is perfectly suited for beginners. All the equipment you need is provided, including a broken plate. Then, the Kintsugi experience really begins as you carefully use lacquer and powdered gold to repair the plate. The small group size means you'll get the instructor's full attention and have a personal experience. It was my first time trying out Kintsugi and I went in with no expectations and had so much fun. It was really great because the teacher was very kind and took us through each step very slowly, and if you ever needed help, they were right there beside you telling you what to do. I thought it was really fun painting on the gold powder. That was definitely my favorite part. And I think my final plate, Kintsugi, work of art, turned out beautiful. What do you guys think? I think even having more cracks would make it look really cool, but we started with just the one. We'll start off easy. Next time I'm gonna make myself a sake cup. Also, just a quick mention about the sensei who runs this workshop. Really incredible man, has a lot of projects that he's passionate about, and his own workspace was right next to where we were, and I got to see him working on his own creative pieces of work. It was very inspirational, and I can tell that he puts in so much love and effort into this art form. So highly recommend it if you're in Tokyo checking out this activity. Guys, I'm on a boat. This is called a yakata bune, and what is a more traditional way to enjoy Japan than along a river? This is the Sumida River, and enjoying a lovely feast. This is sukiyaki, a hot pot dish with thin cuts of beef. Looks super good and I can't wait to dig in, but maybe once we start moving, that's when I'm gonna get started. This is such an underrated way to enjoy Tokyo. Trains are fun, cars are fun, but boats, sign me up. There are all kinds of food available on these boats. Like you can have kaiseki, tempura. Some of these boats are also running at lunchtime as well. My recommendation is if you can go during the cherry blossom season, it is so beautiful. Woo! This is so exciting though. Sukiyaki, one of my favorite Japanese foods.
Sukiyaki or yakiniku?
Sukiyaki.
Why?
Because it's so tasty. And oh, where's our raw egg? Maybe because there's so many tourists that they don't think we can handle it. I can handle the raw egg. Give me my raw egg. I might ask for it.
Why is sukiyaki better than yakiniku? Because you know I love yakiniku more than sukiyaki.
I'm just a big fan of the sweet flavor. Like, this is such a heartwarming dish in the winter. If you've been out in the cold, this just restores lives. You know when you're playing Zelda, if you're on 1 heart, this will put you back to max hearts. Like, not kidding. Maybe this is not that traditional of a dish. Like, how far back does sukiyaki go? That is the question. Is it the feudal lords? Were they having this on the Yakitabune? Because this is a really traditional boat. Like, the samurai lords and samurai kings? No, the samurais weren't kings. They were on this boat. Maybe not this exact boat, but a similar boat. So really, I'm a samurai, a modern day samurai. Wait, that's ninja. Cut. Apparently there's no raw eggs. Sad, Sarah. We're so lucky today isn't super hot. It's rainy, which kind of makes a really moody feel to it. Woo. ちょっと熱そう。ちょっと待って。If you come to Japan, you have to eat sukiyaki. If not, what are you doing? Better than yakiniku. Sorry, I'm angering a lot of people out there, including our cameraman. Shut up. You probably can't see me because it's pretty dark out here, but at least you got the real view. That is Rainbow Bridge. You all know Rainbow Road from Mario Kart. It's basically what it's based off. And this is my favorite portion of the evening where we get to come out on the deck and enjoy the view. Look, you can see all the boats kind of parked here and people are just coming out. It is raining. I'm having my, what's that movie called? Rain in the Dance, Dance in the Rain. I just need a partner. I'm gonna just spin by myself. This is a really romantic date spot, date idea. So if you're in luck, you might get lucky.
What? If you're in luck, you might get lucky.
I don't know, the sake. Well, I had a blast enjoying all the traditional things you can do in Tokyo. My favorite was probably the boat experience because you can't beat that view. Check all the links down below if you're interested in joining, but I'll see you in another video. Like and subscribe to TokyoCheapo. Bye bye.